In this video, I'm going to show you how to pull a delicious shot of espresso using Series 1. Whether you're a seasoned pro or wherever you are in your espresso journey, you're going to be able to pull a really delicious shot. But don't worry, I'm going to show you all the nerdy details too. Let's get into it. Whether you drink your espresso straight or in an espresso-based drink, how good the shot is will determine how delicious your drink is. So the first thing you're going to want to do is turn on your machine and let it warm up a bit. Series 1 has a pretty incredible heating system, which means it warms up way faster than most machines. Series 1 warms up completely, and I do mean completely, in 2 minutes or less. The machine will tell you when it's warmed up and ready. We recommend grinding your coffee right before you pull your shot of espresso on a good quality burr grinder so that you can really get the most out of your dial and your shot of espresso. What type of coffee you use is completely up to you and what you really like to drink. There's a common misconception that you need to use coffee that says espresso on the bag to pull shots of espresso, but you can use any coffee that you would prefer to pull a really great shot of espresso. I'm going to use Fellows Tally Precision Scale to measure out 18 grams of coffee. You should grind your coffee on a fine setting. I'd recommend starting in roughly the middle of the espresso section on whatever grinder you're using. I used our Opus conical burr grinder and I ground at a 1.1 with the inside ring all the way to the negative. The finer you grind your coffee, the slower the water will flow through because less resistance will be there. Depending on how you pull your shot could potentially lead to under extraction. If your shot is tasting sour, maybe a little weak, maybe a little salty, you might want to grind finer. This is what your ground coffee should look like. After you've ground your coffee, you need to prep your puck. If you're using pre-ground coffee, a blade grinder, or if you're just starting out, we recommend using the double wall basket in your portafilter. It looks like this and provides even pressure that really helps with any grind inconsistencies. If you're experienced with espresso and or have a decent burr grinder, you should definitely use the single wall shot basket. So you'll want to slot your basket into your portafilter and then dose out your coffee. Now we want to get the coffee perfectly level. We like to start with a quick tap evenly on your counter, and then a couple swipes of the grounds on the top of the portafilter to get everything nice and level. There are a few different ways to get grounds evenly level in your portafilter. Some people like to tap the sides to kind of shake them down level. Others use something called a WDT tool to break up any potential clumps in the bed of grounds and get them level. It really depends on what works for your routine. Once you have a nice level surface on the top of your bed of grounds, you're ready to tamp. Your Series 1 machine comes with a tamper. You should hold it with your dominant hand like this and press vertically downwards at a 90-degree angle. Make sure that you use enough pressure. I like to lean off of my dominant leg just a little bit and make sure that pressure is consistent to you. The goal is to make a perfectly flat and even surface, not leaning one direction or the other. When the water flows through the puck, you want it to be consistent through every part of the puck. If the tamp is uneven, this could result in water flowing faster through some parts of the puck and slower through other parts of the puck, resulting in what we call channeling, which is water taking the path of least resistance through smaller amounts of coffee in the puck, which can lead to under extraction in parts or over extraction in other parts. And overall, this could result in just an uneven, unbalanced flavor in your shot of espresso. Now that your puck is ready, you can lock your portafilter onto the group head. Series 1 has a heated group head so that the temperature remains consistent and your first shot is going to be just as delicious as your third or fourth. To lock in the portafilter, use the indicator marks on the group head itself. You're going to want to push all the way until you see this filled in circle and then it should be locked in. Place your cup underneath the portafilter. There are two ways to start pulling your shot. On the top of the machine, you'll see these 3 piano key buttons. The one on the far side starts pulling a shot. It'll pull the active espresso profile selected on your machine. If you want to select a different profile, go to our menu and select the profile that you would prefer for the type of coffee that you're using from our pre-programmed custom profiles. You can also get really nerdy and create your own custom espresso profile. From here, you'll see how you can control the dose, temperature, ratio, and even more. You can really geek out here and have the ultimate control over your espresso shot and also save that profile for future use. This gives you a level of control that you usually only find on really expensive machines. Series 1 is truly unique in this regard. Another way to pull your shot is to use the Make a Drink menu on the machine, which allows you to choose from classic espresso drinks like a latte or an Americano, and it'll walk you through the whole process. To start, I'm just going to use the piano keys and one of our pre-programmed profiles. As you can see, I'm using the profile that we call Gentle Puck Prep. You can follow the whole process. The pre-infusion stage is where the grounds are dampened by the machine. This helps the water flow more evenly through the puck once the pressure ramps up and helps prevent channeling. Now your shot is brewing. So the machine will indicate when you're in pre-infusion and then infusion when the pressure ramps up. There'll be an optional ramp down depending on your selected profile. Well, it tastes pretty darn good, but this is where you can taste and make adjustments as needed. If your coffee tastes sour, weak, or potentially salty, try grinding a little bit finer. If your coffee tastes chalky, bitter, or maybe a little bit hollow, try grinding coarser. Another great thing about Series 1 is its intelligent shot feedback. If your shot pulls too fast or too slow, the machine will suggest ways to improve your puck preparation. This shot pulled at around 28 seconds, so that's within a pretty normal range. Now I've been talking a lot, so let me show you that whole process again. All right, let's see how this one tastes. Tastes almost exactly the same. This is one of the biggest benefits of Espresso Series 1, its consistency from shot to shot. Other machines can vary quite a lot. This means that you have a lot of room to experiment really precisely, and this is really one of the things I love most about Series 1. And that's why I'm so excited for you to try it at home. Thank you so much for joining us today and for being fellow fans and coffee lovers in general. We are so excited to share Series 1 with you, for it to arrive into your kitchens and for you to pull great shots every time.